I say, what ho, Scorpio? Right, this week's tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio, a 3-card spread from Tarot in Wonderland, which looks like this from the back, and it looks like that if the card's inverted. Bit of a naughty deck, because you can tell if the card's inverted before you've turned it over. Ooh, not sure what I think about that, but it's a fabulous deck to do readings with. And the first card out of it today, for the sign of Scorpio, excuse me, turning my back on you there, just running out of space down there. It is the 5 of Swords. Right, now 5 is often a cautionary number, you know, it's an inject halfway along the line from 0 to 10, you know, it's halfway to completion. Things must have been going fairly well at some point to have got here, but something is not right, and the Queen here is really concentrating on that. She's holding the sword aloft, so a decision seriously needs to be made at this point, and I dare say that is going to be playing on your mind, Scorpio. I should think it really is, because in situations like this, the Scorpio energy tends to want to see things in black and white. It's either one thing or another, kind of no middle ground. But do look for that middle ground, Scorpio, okay? Because the Queen is looking pretty stern here. Look, she's not taking any nonsense from anybody, and she is not the easiest person for these two characters to work for either. Now, they're both actually from the suit. Are they both? Let me just take a closer look. Yeah, they're both from the suit of Spades, so they are about getting things done. They are about making a difference, but they can't get anything done because the Queen of Swords is waving her sword about and trying to, you know, basically hang on to the idea of being the Queen. And sometimes you've got to let that go, okay, because you know, I sometimes feel like the king of my life, but other players in my life don't really see it that way. It's a fact of life. It's a fact, my friends, of being a human being. So let's find out some more about the 5 of Swords in this reading for the sign of Scorpio. This is just about the end of August 2019. I'm getting it done as quick as I can so I can get on to the early September ones, which I want to get done soon. Isn't that always the way? But, you know, the sword hanging over me at this point is just kind of exactly how do I do my videos and exactly how do I keep going with them, because I've had yet more camera problems. Earlier this set of readings, I was just doing the camera focused on the card, and then the camera died, and all I've really got is this one now. So, you know, I felt really frustrated, but the point is I have actually been able to keep going. That is the main thing. That really is the main thing. And in a way, I suppose I've worked my magic, which is what this oracle card from Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters is telling us as a significator for the 5 of Swords there. Saint Germain, work your magic. Now, if you go on the Reiki journey or the healing journey in any shape or form, you will not be very far from Saint Germain. Now, he's not a Christian saint. He is the Count of a part of France called Saint Germain, and he has actually reincarnated several times to be that. He's known to have been reincarnated during the 1970s, and is believed to be reincarnated right now. But that's reincarnation for you. It's a cycle. It never stops. So that is telling me, excuse me, whatever's got in the way here, whatever the Queen of Swords is kind of waving her anger about that, has happened before, and that no doubt is why it's so frustrating. Okay, but working your magic, that's what's got to happen in this situation, and you can do it, Scorpio. It just doesn't feel like it a whole lot of the time. But the 9th ray of healing purple violet light, really, it's the violet flame, the violet fire, that comes from Saint Germain here, cannot be kind of got round, cannot be negotiated. It just comes in. So you ask for that, you know, it comes in like Archangel Michael in a very big way, but in a healing way, in a particular Saint Germain way, okay? So work your magic. Whatever is making this decision so hard, somehow something will happen to keep it going, to kind of broaden my analogy about the camera here. You know, I found a camera that would do it this morning, even though I was saying some very rude words, actually. And now I'm seeing after my time on YouTube, why quite a lot of the tarot channels call themselves adult and have swearing on them, because I really feel like swearing a lot when I'm doing these blinking readings sometimes. Never mind, it's not the readings, you know, it's the YouTube. It really is a blinking pest. Also, if I ever did monetize my channel, I know you'd have to look at like gambling adverts and, like subliminally seductive adverts to draw you into buying things. So I don't think I ever really wanted to be a part of that. Okay, middle card for Scorpio, Six of Pentacles. Wow, so we're into that pentacle, we're into the disc side of the pentacles here, just that things are rounded, things are working together, and as the pentacles always are about, it's, let me see, earth, wind, fire and water, the four elements working together under the auspices and the influence of the divine. And this is the middle card of the spread, very positive in so many ways. It's just not the complete picture here. We've got Mad March Hare and Mad Hatter, and Alice is usually stuck between them somehow, trying to resolve their kind of different crazy ways. But here she stood to one side, she's letting it be, and this is why the clouds are a little bit slanted. But there is plenty here, and resources need to be hung on to, excuse me. I'm so sorry. If only I could edit, I would do it, but I haven't got any editing software that'll work on this thing. Never mind. The point is I'll get through somehow, and so will Alice, and we know she'll get through in this card because we've come forward from the Five of Swords energy. This is actual Six of Pentacles. This is moving forward in numerology. It's closer to getting things done. It's a whole lot more positive. But rather than any negativity in this card, that's just the kind of, have we got enough? Is it going to last? And really, what the hell are we doing? I think is the other thing they're asking themselves. Oh, very, very mild expletive in there, I do apologise. Right, so, Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters deck, here we go again, and tell us more please about the Six of Pentacles in this reading for the sign of Scorpio, which I am doing late August 2019. Best time to watch it is now, and we've got retreat into nature. That is the answer to this one, my friends. It's the Green Man. Okay, some of my friends think of me as the Green Man because of where I live. It's absolutely constantly sort of green energy type of place, this. Nature is always changing, but there's always some evergreen trees. So if your leaves have fallen off, Scorpio, think of the evergreen trees and just visualize and believe that that's how you're going to be, okay? Because everything in this is green, except the heart. That's a natural pink beating heart there. And see how well it blends into all the different colours, all the different patterns in this mainly green card. And we've got the two imps here as well, or fairies or elementals or whatever you want to call them, but there they are, carrying the heart, and they will hand you your heart's desire on a plate, or they would if they could. Life is never that easy, quite honestly, but they're always there working, trying to make a happier life. Excuse me a second, I'm just dropping cards everywhere. Trying to make a happier life and a happier existence, because that is one goal that we all share, yeah? So there's plenty of resources showing anyway, in the shape of the Six of Pentacles here. I feel that that is looking pretty good. Right, let's have a shuffle and say, let's see, please, the outcome card in this reading for the sign of Scorpio, late August 2019, or whenever you're watching it. And it is Ace of Cups. So, we've had a Swords Cup. No, we haven't. We've had a Swords card. We've had a Pentacles card, and now we've got a Cups card to finish with. And this does show that longings and desires are actually on the production line, are actually working. In the numerology of this, we've got Five of Swords, Six of Pentacles, so, and then we come to the Ace, which in so many ways is a bit like setting it back to zero, but it's a bit like the Death card, the way the Death card sets things back to zero. It's kind of actually setting things forward to zero. This is where the cycle starts again, and this is where it becomes possible to manifest things. And you're not actually going to be at zero, guys. You're not going to be anywhere near zero, because we've got the Six of Pentacles and the general signs of plenty right in the middle of the reading there. So very positive, very alchemical. There's a cup being offered, and there's a cup floating there. Is it a full cup or an empty cup? Fluid energy, guys. Different strokes for different folks, and always very much up to you what you want to do. So let us say to Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters deck and my spirit guide, tell us more please about the Ace of Cups in this reading for the sign of Scorpio in late August 2019, or whenever you're watching it. And it's freedom Hina. I never know quite how to pronounce that, but it's freedom. I know how to pronounce freedom, and we all know what freedom means, do we not, my friends? Okay, so Hina is there, and she is really showing the fruits of freedom. This isn't like something that's going to happen one day long off in the future. This is coming towards you at this time in this reading. Okay, Scorpio, exactly how it plays out, who knows, because we're all so different. But look, this is where freedom gets you. Basically, flowers all over the place, nice and relaxed, not a worry in the world by the look of her, and a great big full moon there right behind her head, really pouring positivity into the situation, making things feel good. So, Ace of Cups, that is looking really good, and that is all about freedom, friends. In fact, this whole reading is really, we've started off here, something's a bit negative. It's not you being negative, Scorpio, but there is something negative about that decision. But fear not, there's loads of positive energy there. I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. Thanks again for watching, Scorpio, and everybody else who's been watching. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tap that bell so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey, and I will be back again really soon. Okay, have a good one. Peace.